Welcome to the unboxing of my Sketchbox subscription. This is for the month of September. I dare anybody who can do it to say it 3 times fast. All of those S's is so hard. Let's just jump drive right in and open the box. I love all of the patterns that they put on top of the box and that they always put a little artwork from an artist in there. Hopefully one day my art will be in there, but until then we have a long way to go. This is not a sponsored post, but I do love their work. So let's just go ahead and get everything out of the box first, and then I'll go down the list of what's in it and how I feel about it when we do the swatch test. Also, can you talk about how cute the box is? So I love it. Finally was ready to go ahead and get started, but I'm horrible with opening boxes, so let's just move on. Anyway, what we have for you here is the Derwent pencil set. I hope I'm saying that right, but every time I say that word, I think of The Office and Dwight. I love these pencils. They are so nice. Like, they're water-soluble pencils, but let me tell you, like, even though they're graphite and they're supposed to be like pencil, they don't necessarily feel like pencil. They have like this creaminess to them that's just so amazing, and I absolutely love it. And then you'll see when I add the water, like, how rich it comes out. Like, oh my goodness, you're not even going to believe the colors or like literally the vibrancy of it. I was really taken back, so I give an A+ to this. I really like the colors. Now let's jump into the Caran Technaio RGB pencils. Oh my gosh, I am butchering these names, but yeah. And then you'll see me use the Noir Colortint in clay, the Spectrum Noir Colortint in clay, and Lauren Filbert size 6. And for the pencil, it's just the Alvin Draft Mactic 0.9 millimeters. But this is what I was talking about. Like, you can see the vibrancy, and I'm pretty sure I did the water wrong, but even still. I was thinking about maybe doing another thing with the colors, the yellow and the blue, maybe something to do with fall. I just been missing home a lot, and I don't know. I feel like it's not really fall in Southern California because it's still like over 100 degrees. But yeah, these pencils were amazing, very creamy. Loved how rich the colors were, and even when you added water, they didn't fail. They didn't go too transparent. They still were very vibrant, and the color held. So I was really happy with that. Now, if you're one of my Patreons, you're going to get lucky because you're going to see the actual drawing that I drew first before I drew this one that I have up on the screen, because the first one I actually drew, I hated it, so I can't show YouTube, but I'll show my Patreons just because they've been with me for all my behind the scenes anyway. But yeah, I had to scrap that whole concept. So without further ado, let's just watch me draw this girl, and then I'll probably chime in on some parts, because going through this process, I realized I also hated this one, and then I loved it, and then I hated it. Then I feared I was going to wreck it, so I just went on an emotional roller coaster, and I'll try to chime in. But other than that, I really don't want to hear my voice anymore, so let's just watch me draw and paint. Okay, so I'm finally getting into it, and I realize I actually hate the face, like, a lot. And I don't know what I did wrong. So I just kept working it, and I probably overworked it. That is my life, overworking the details. But I don't know, she made me think of Esme from, like, Kronk. I don't know. The weirdest things come into my head when I'm drawing. Sometimes I get distracted. Oh my bleep, 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 bleep. What the heck is wrong with her waist? Like, what kind of body, what anatomy is this? Like, I can't even, it's like a huge gap. Why is her waist like that? What hips are these? Like, where's her torso? Oh my gosh, this is where I was like, throw it away. But then I had to remember, like, no, like, art gets better if you continue. But if you stop, then, well, I don't know. Let's just see how I feel later. Because I do go to a process where I loved it. But you can see I just, like, erased everything. I was like, no, I hate it. Trash. okay, it's not so bad now because, you know, I'm starting to add a little bit of detail and it's getting better. It's getting there. That's why I said, like, with art, you can't just, like, look at it and then instantly say, you know what, I hate it, and just stop, because you never know, like, it works out, and the details help, and the colors and everything else, but, yeah, I definitely got to work on that anatomy a lot. I don't know why I drew hers so off. Like, some days I'm really spot on with it, and then other days I just have no idea what's going on, but I wound up loving it a lot more once I started adding her hair and the little details, because I think I took a little bit more time and I just let it flow more naturally instead of like overly trying to correct just one spot. And I also was trying not to rely too much on my eraser, but as you can see, I did get a little eraser happy somewhere around the middle. But other than that, like, at this point, I really started liking it. I had a lot of fun, and then I was starting to get scared that I was going to ruin it. So I tried to, like, back up and just let it be the way it is. Clearly, this is a very, 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 very rough draft. I might actually revisit this and make this a character. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I'll also make sure I'll put all the details of all the supplies and info, good news, good jazz at the bottom in the description box. So make sure you go check that out for more information. And here, finally, it's nighttime, so excuse the light change, but I'm finally able to add some color. And like I said, I was afraid I was going to wreck it, so I had to reference which colors I wanted to use and how it was going to turn out. Should I do the hat in yellow because I had a yellow hat once, or should I do the hat in green because I like green? It was just so many details, so many decisions, you never know, but I was ready to go forth and, you know, start creating. And then one thing about these pencils though, like, you see how I like added all this detail in the hat and then I went in with the color? Well, yeah, the water. Yeah, water sort of washed out some of the details, so I had to go back and like fix it up. That's the only thing I would suggest, is probably laying down the base and then making those hard marks, because the water will definitely take a lot of that away, but as you can see, it didn't take away the vibrancy of the color or make it so muted or muddy. I think the pencil itself made it a little muddy. I probably should have inked it first. But like I said, this was just a draft, just getting some ideas out there, just playing around in my sketchbook. Let me know what you think. Does anybody else have this problem? And then I was trying to make her fancy, like fancy eye makeup and all this, but then I realized I don't even wear makeup in my real life, so I don't know what I'm doing. I just gave her the makeup I would wear. If I do put on makeup, it's just gold eyeshadow, and then boom, that's all we got. She's still serving face though. Anyways, you guys are probably tired of hearing my voice. I know I'm tired of hearing my own voice. So let's just go ahead and watch me create, and I'll just jump back in at the end.